as the Ergo Foundation, are you planning on building your own main DEX? I'd love to see main hub where all liquidity meets. So, I mean, as I'm not the Ergo Foundation, I guess Joe, you would be kind of a better person to answer this once again. However, just working with the Ergo Foundation, I would think that the Ergo Foundation probably want to stay away from actually building their own DEX, and to really have the community take care of that, because I mean, the Ergo Foundation really tries to stay neutral, tries to stay neutral in development, tries to stay neutral in the ecosystem, to basically be the guardian of the ecosystem. I mean, to me, for the Ergo Foundation to build out their own DEX from the Ergo Foundation, I think might be kind of out of balance. Although it is, I mean, DEXs are good. We need more DEXs, and it would definitely be a good thing to have a hub where a lot of the liquidity meets. What I just don't see the Ergo Foundation doing this. I mean, what is your take on this, Joe?
The Ergo Foundation's goal, purpose, is not to be the hand of the market, right? Because what would that do, right? It would close off all of our community developers and have them compete with a entity with an asymmetrical advantage, right? That's shitty. It just destroys decentralization. The Ergo Foundation and the Ergo network itself is a decentralized ecosystem. It's not a company. There's a lot of people that come into crypto and have that mentality. They're investing in a corporation, right? As a network, one thing that the Ergo Foundation can do is research, development, and open source frameworks, right? And what does that do? It creates tooling that allows developers to compete with other developers. It creates more of a market that has basically common knowledge that allows innovation to occur, right? So you can look at something like Spectrum, right? Even all of their code is open source, right? All of their frameworks are open source. They're a big advocate for decentralization and open source development. So it offers developers tools that if they really wanted to learn how to build a DEX, there's literally an open source DEX there. Now, could the Ergo Foundation do research development, come out with potential contracts or frameworks that provide additional functionality or, let's say, tooling that could help developers build? Absolutely. That's what we're here for. We're here to try to support everybody equally, and that's why we build open source. If we were to have our own unique product, it would just give us a advantage that stifles the entire ecosystem, right? That type of development, I think, ultimately is a negative thing, because it doesn't create redundancy, it doesn't create competition, it just creates centralization, and that's something that we're trying to get away from. So no, I don't think the Ergo Foundation will ever build a DEX or a product, because that's not our goal.